All right, so using Photopea to complete value scale and tints, tones, and shades. All right, so going to classwork, you're going to find value scale. Okay, here's the document that you want to download. Make sure you click on the three dots, open in a new window, and press the download button so it goes onto your computer. Okay, now that it's downloaded, you're going to go to Photopea. Okay, I already have it open here, but you'll have to open a new tab and go to Photopea. You're going to go to File, Open, and it's going to pull up your Downloads box or Documents box. Make sure you're in the right area. And I'm going to download Value Scale. All right, so this is what the document should look like. Okay, same thing that you saw in Google Classroom. It says to pick two colors and fill the boxes with the paint bucket tool. So I'm going to find the paint bucket tool. Remember, it's underneath gradient. So click on that. And then I'm going to need our swatches. Now, I want to pick more than these colors that are available. So, All right, well, let's go to Window. Let's go to Color. There we go. Now we got all our options here. All right, so you want to find the color, two colors that you are planning to use or that you would like to use for your circles and tangles. So I like this bright blue color here. So I have that color. I'm on my paint bucket tool, and I'm just going to click inside the box to fill it in. I'm going to find my second color. Maybe I'll do like a green. Oh, like this lime green. Okay, and I'm going to put that into my second box here. So using color 1, you're going to fill the squares with the correct opacity. So that means I'm going to use color 1, which is my blue. So I'm going to use the eyedropper tool, select my blue color. Then I'm going to go back to my paint bucket tool, and I want to make sure that my opacities are correct when I fill these in. So I'm going to start on the right-hand side where it says 100%, because if I look at the top here, it's going to say 100% for my paint bucket as well. So I'm just going to click in that first box. And then I'm just going to change the numbers as I go to fill in the rest of the boxes. 85, 70. And what you're going to notice is that the boxes are going to look like they're getting lighter, but they're not exactly getting lighter. They're actually just becoming more transparent. 40. The lower the number, the more transparent the color will be. And the last one is 10. All right, and we're going to do the same thing with our green. So I'm going to go back to my eyedropper tool, select the green. Okay, I'm going to go back to my paint bucket tool, and I want to make sure that if I'm going to start over here again, I would have to start at 100. But since it's already set at 10%, I'm just going to start at 10%. And then I'm just going to build my percentage up as we go. 25, 40, 55, 70, 85, and then 100. All right, so again, looks like it's just becoming lighter, but again, remember, opacity is all about transparency. So that's what it comes to the second portion of this worksheet, is the overlapping of colors. It says fill boxes with color 1 first. Okay, remember color 1 is my blue color. Then place color 2 opacities on top. So looking at color 1, it says 100, 85, 70, 50, 35, 10, and 0. So the numbers are slightly different from what we had up at the top. So going back to my eyedropper, selecting the color that I want, going back to my paint bucket tool, and making sure the opacity is at 100, I'm going to put my color 1 in here first. And then I'm going to go to 85, just like I did before, 85. And I'm going to change it to 70, to 50, to 35, to 10. And then 0 means that you're not going to have anything within this box. So now I'm going to go back to my other color, okay, the green. And this is the color that's going to be put on top. Going back to my paint bucket tool, it says 10%. So that's where I'm going to start, because I mean, I could start at 100, but it's already set at 10%. That's where I'm going to start. So looking at color 2, it says 10% is going to go in the second box. So I'm just going to click once to add my green into that box. You saw a slight change and made the blue a little bit darker. Now I'm going to change the opacity to 35. Okay, ooh, that's a pretty color. And I'm going to change it to 50. 75 or 70. 80, and then 100. All right, so even though for your Zentangle project, it's only going to be telling you to use two colors, you can use these colors that it creates. Now down here, the goal is to find out, depending on how you overlap the colors, is it going to change the look of the color? So this time it's the numbers are, the colors are going to go on in reverse. So it says fill boxes with color 2 first, then place color 1 opacities on top. So I'm at 100% opacity with my green. So I'm just going to place that in here and then work my way down this way again. So I'm going to go to 85, 70. There we go. 50, 35, 10, and then of course nothing in this first box. So now let's see if anything changes when I start playing with the blue color that I have here. Okay, because now the blue is going on top. Before the blue was on the bottom. Back to my paint bucket. Check the opacity. It's at 10. So I'm going to start on this side here. So I'm going to click on 10. And then I'm going to change it to 35. Remember, I'm looking at the numbers up top. And then I'm going to change it to 50. Look at that, 2 different colors, yet they're both 50-50. So it does matter what color it goes on top. 70. 85. I'm looking at the wrong number. And then 100. Right, so it is very important to know what color goes on top because then you get more colors to play around with. Right, and that's it for value scales for this first document.